Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will discuss bad money habits that keep you poor. The majority of what we do on a daily basis is automatic, such as combing our hair. We don't even consider it, and most of the time, you aren't even aware of it. You're already doing it. This really is particularly true when it comes to how you handle money in this video. Before I begin, I'd like to discuss 8 financial habits that will keep you poor. I was always in debt and had difficulties until I recognized these 8 bad financial habits. But once I realized what I was doing, I began substituting bad financial habits with good ones. And this is what accurately helped me pay off my liabilities of $80,000 in college debt in just a few years. And definitely beginning to invest money so that I could successfully execute good instead of habits that have repercussions that accumulate over and eventually determine who you are and what you do. That is why it is critical to identify any wrong financial habits you have and consider replacing them with good ones. So hit that like button and let's get started. The first money habit is to pay yourself last. This is what I mean. As soon as you get compensated, you pay your monthly expenses, go out to dinner, buy nice stuff for yourself, and intend to put aside the remainder of the money at the end of the month. The issue is that there is seldom enough funds to save. Does it make sense? Individuals that are financially successful do the absolute opposite. They pay themselves first. This signifies that before they begin paying their bills, swiping their credit card, and giving the money to everyone else, they put a percentage of all of it they make in their own wallets, pay their bills, and end up living on what's left. They take priority making themselves rich over making others rich. Individuals who excel at saving money are all familiar with Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states that requirements must always enlarge to consume all resources available. That is why if you have an entire week to complete a task, you'll actually take all of that time and be unproductive with your time. So while if you only get 1 hour to complete that same task, you'll be supremely concentrated and efficient and still get it completed. Work expands to ingest all free time, and spending continues to expand to consume all available funds, whether you own $100 or $1,000. Your expenses will continue raising to consume all the money that you have, resulting in trying to make even more money is not always the solution, and saving money after you've done all your spending is really not going to work, since your expenses will always rise. You must pay yourself first, so as quickly as you get compensated, commit to leaving aside 15% or whatever portion you are able to manage and place that towards investments and savings, and then simply continue living on what's left. So, if you'd like to avoid letting money slip through your hands and learn to keep a portion of what you create for yourself, start giving up financial habit number 1. Trying to keep up with friends who have expensive hobbies is the next financial habit to abandon. Do you have friends who constantly want you to eat at fancy restaurants, go shopping weekly, go on travels, and stay in fancy places with them? So, if you have friends with larger budgets than yours, it's alright to be genuine and say, "Oh, I can't do that since I'm attempting to achieve some financial targets. I have to save money because it is beyond my budget right now." All of us have different preferences and finances. So attempting to keep up with everyone else around you will leave you broke and in debt. And this contains friends in addition to people you see on social networks. The truth is that the average American has relatively little savings and an average of $35,000 in debt, not even including mortgage debt. So a lot of what you encounter in terms of awesome lifestyle habits on social networks and whatever is frequently an illusion. In fact, I know personally someone who is regularly posting Instagram pictures of herself traveling to all different types of exotic locations. And it actually looks like she has this luxurious, amazing life, while in reality, she owes $25,000 on credit cards and doesn't have any savings or investments. Avoid being fooled. A lot of what you're seeing is not legitimate, and chasing life experience just to post a stylish image on Instagram or look really good in front of everybody is a recipe for going broke. I assume it essentially comes down to this: would you prefer to look rich or be rich? If you want to be financially secure someday, you really have to stop worrying about what other people think of you, because no other person is going to make it happen for you. Just learn to stand up for yourself, don't be frightened to decline invitations, and don't be afraid to merely adjust inexpensive activities for you and your friends, because possibilities are people will admire you for having your priorities right. And this will possibly motivate them to reconsider their financial plans as well. The third financial habit to break is placing it all on your credit card for cashback rewards and award miles. Credit cards are excellent, and I really like them. I haven't been required to pay for a plane ride in years thanks to the award miles I've managed to accumulate on my United Explorer card. But I frequently see people spend far more on their credit card than they would otherwise, effectively canceling out all of the benefits of having these credit card rewards. When I'm deciding to either buy something or not, I sometimes discover myself justifying it because I'm like, hey, at least I'll receive miles for it, even if I can't actually pay it. So this is a very tricky issue. Ever since I realized this sequence, I've just decided to put all of it on my card, and here is what I do instead. For daily small items like espressos and taxi fares, I just use cash. However, for anything over $100 like beauty treatments and hotel courses, I essentially put it on my credit card to get the award miles, but then I pay it off instantly, like within seconds of making the purchase, and simply do it all on my device. That way it forces me to only purchase stuff I can afford to pay for in cash, while also allowing me to obtain those vials and utilize all of those great credit card rewards. Putting things on plastic really has a direction of just trying to make you splurge a little too mindlessly, especially if you're attempting to justify your spending due to the rewards. So the financial habit to give up is to ensure you only put these things on your credit card rewards if you have the funds to pay for it in cash, and don't justify the purchase just because of the points or the miles. Financial habit number 4 is experiencing disorganized finances. Possessing disorganized finances is essentially another way of burying your head in the sand. When you have credit cards open all over everything, student loans for which you don't remember the balance, and you aren't sure what you're going to spend every month, it's time to organize. So there's a lot of really awesome apps out there that make it super easy to track all your financial stuff. For example, I used to use Mint, and I really liked it. You can connect your bank accounts and your credit cards, and they'll look at your spending and your income and tell you what your spending looks like every month. And you can also put in all your accounts and look at your network, then how it changes over time. And it really only takes a few minutes to set up. It's totally worth your time. I've actually moved over to monitoring my money in a spreadsheet rather than in applications, since I'm simply a huge nerd and I enjoy using spreadsheets. And I use spreadsheets to update my monthly net worth. In that way, I can track my progress every month, which is not only motivating, but also drives me to keep my finances highly organized, since I know where every single one of my money is at all times. Finding a financial institution that provides a wide variety of services so that you can perform all of your financial business in one location also aids in keeping your money organized. The fewer internet usernames and passwords you need to remember, the better. For instance, I keep my personal checking account as well as the majority of my investment accounts, such as my Roth IRA. I had that in Fidelity, allowing me to access all of my financial information with a single account, which was quite easy. Betterment, which features a checking account, a high-yield savings account, and several investment accounts for all of your financial goals, is another location that provides a comprehensive range of services. In any case, with today's technology, all of these fantastic new platforms, it's actually not that difficult to get and keep organized with your finances. The key is to develop the confidence to truly analyze your financial situation. I understand that this can be depressing and frightening experience for some, but it is difficult to progress unless you know where you are beginning from. You can't go to where you'd like to go if you don't even know where you are right now. So instead of being confused about your finances, make a practice of keeping organized and checking your finances on a regular basis. The fifth financial habit is becoming numb to debts. We live in a culture where almost everyone is in debt. It's very typical for someone who is in their 20s to have several thousands of dollars in student debt. And it's completely normal for someone who is in their 40s to have a mortgage, a car loan, credit card debt, and maybe still be repaying their college loans. But please listen, simply because everyone else is in debt doesn't mean it's all right for you to be in debt as well. Debt is so accepted in our society, and I didn't think twice about pledging my life to college loans as an 18-year-old. Bottom line, don't go into debt if you don't need to. Simply pay for stuff in cash. Don't do activities that you really can't afford. And avoid going into debt for college and months until you really have to and you know you'll be able to pay it off fast. Purchase a car without obtaining a car loan. It's simply too expensive to obtain a mortgage while still paying off school loans. The United States is considered one of the richest countries in the world, and yet it is acceptable to be in debt. The status quo these times is to live with debt, but just don't settle for such a status quo. Instead, do whatever it takes to live debt-free. The sixth bad financial habit is overpaying due to a lack of preparedness. I used to be someone who pays $5 for umbrellas since I was always forgetting to check the weather and end up getting soaked in the rain and had to go into a convenience store to buy an umbrella despite having many umbrellas at home. Not preparing ahead of time and being caught off guard always costs you money, whether it's needing to take an Uber instead of using your Metro card or incurring overdraft charges because you didn't even check your account balance. Another option is to put items on credit and then pay all of these interest charges since you didn't prepare money away for unforeseen emergencies. Now, I'm all for YOLO and living impulsively. However, if you're always needing to buy stuff you already have at home or paying an extra charge and interest since you're unprepared, it's time to plan ahead. Whenever you leave the house, check the weather conditions. Set a time frame in between appointments. Check your account balance on a regular basis, and other such things. Even a small amount of preparation may save you a lot of money, and having funds in the bank is what enables you to YOLO as much as you want. The seventh financial habit is paying too much in taxes. Taxes are going to be the single largest expense in your lives, so why not do everything you can to reduce your tax bill? Most tax blue balls are for the wealthy, for individuals who own assets and companies, but there are many tax loopholes open to the regular person as well. Most individuals, for example, have a 401k via their workplace, and paying your 401k is a direct method to minimize your taxable income. The HSA is another approach to decrease your tax payments. Additionally, everyone is entitled to create an IRA, either a standard IRA or a Roth IRA, which are investment accounts that protect your dividends and earnings from taxation. The eighth bad financial habit is delaying your investing until you've got more money. Setting aside things like saving money and investing for the future, as I indicated in my first suggestion, is a very steep slope. You may believe that you will begin doing it when you have more money, but this is typically a never-ending loop of procrastination and excuses. There will always be excuses why you cannot invest. Not enough money, not enough education, not enough time, other interests, and so on. However, the longer you wait to invest, the more difficult it will be to achieve the same amount of financial independence as someone who begins investing sooner. Someone who begins investing at the age of 20 can be a millionaire by the age of 50 by investing just $150,000 of their own money. Regrettably, if they wait until the age of 30 to begin investing, they will need to invest nearly twice the amount of their own money to achieve millionaire status by the age of 50, implying that the sooner you begin, the less heavy lifting you will have to do and the less money it will take to become a millionaire. Even if it's only $100 per month, start investing right now. It is really simple to begin investing if you simply place your money in some low-cost index funds. Allot a weekend to study and get started. You'll be grateful you did. If the thought of saving and managing your money isn't appealing to you, try rethinking how you feel about it. It isn't about control and hardship. It was about trying to take care of yourself in the future. It's a type of self-care, and self-care is enjoyable since it makes you feel good and improves your life. If you've seen yourself engaging in any of these money habits, be easy with yourself and don't blame yourself over it because the majority of us didn't learn this stuff in school or from our parents. People with good money habits frequently learn the hard way by making mistakes and striving to do better. I'm not perfect, of course, but it boils down to getting the awareness and financial literacy to observe if your everyday activities move you closer to or further away from your financial objectives. It is never too late to convert bad financial habits with good financial habits, or just change your relationship with money. Hope you have learned something from this video. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for you to be updated on our latest videos. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Want to learn more and be more financially literate? Click on the next videos we have in our channel, showing on the screen right now.